Welcome back everyone to another video here. Chidori Chew here, back of another video. So season 11, what do you guys think of it? I think I like this kind of chill season. I feel like they should do it I would say every three seasons or so. I like having a chill season where there's really no pressure to obtain so much elo, so much battles done, and you get a free Pikachu Libre, you get a free outfit, you get a free pose. I kind of like the new pose. I saw some people review it on Twitter, on Twitch. It reminds me of Chidori, like Sasuke putting the Chidori, and then it does like a cool weird pose. I don't know, what do you guys think of it? Let me know. I personally like it. Hey, it's something free to give. Rank 20 is fairly easy to get to. You can grind it out. Worlds is coming. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to place pretty high in leaderboards this end of the season, but that's fine. I'm kind of hoping the season will progress to better PvP mechanics. Hopefully they fix a lot of bugs in the system, the lag, a lot of things going on with the GBL system, battle system itself. So Johto Cup, I've been using this team since season 10 and then going into season 11. This team has been very fun, so I figured I'd showcase this team, sorry. So let me show you the team here. So this is the team here. So this team has been really good to me. I really like using double fighters, double close combat pressure on my opponents. So the team is going to be using Hitmontop with counter Stone Edge close combat. Hitmontop has really good coverage, and it's relatively bulky in a weird sense. You guys will have to try to find a good IV one to get pretty good bulk. I really like Hitmontop in the lead. It's really good. I use Skarmory kind of like a safe swap. This is ABA fighter, so really Skarmory is gonna try to draw out like the Steelix, the lanterns, and then your fighters can kind of just roam around and clean up from there, try to get some shields, with definitely close combat or Stone Edge. Skarmory is going to be running Air Slash, Sky Attack, and Brave Bird, and as you can see, my Heracross is double moved, but it has really high attack stat. That's because I got this double moved from my friends, and it maxed out the CP for Great League. It's a 1465 CP, so I just kept it. I do need a better IV Heracross, but for now I'm just using this because it is what it is. So if you guys have a better IV Heracross, I do recommend you guys go for that one. But this attack weighted one has been clutching a lot of wins, you know, so I can't really complain. So without further ado, let's get into the battles. Hopping into the first match here. As you can see, these battles are in the rank 2. These battles are rank 2, so these are my early battles. So we are gonna see my opponent's not using the correct CP or move set, so don't take this too seriously. This team is fun to use, so I want to showcase you this team. So my opponent, as you can see, undercharges the Ice Beam, so they need to work on maxing out the CP of their Azu and working on swiping bubbles. And they're coming in with Heracross, which is a weird move, because Heracross is double super weak to flying, being part bug and fighting typing. Here I'm just gonna let go the Skarmory, because there's really no point. He's gonna be able to counter me down anyway. I'm gonna farm up all the way to a close combat. I'm gonna counter down a tad bit more. Except the last resort. I'm gonna 2 shield flex here because why not? And I throw close combat, and that's gonna be game. So I take my first win there. GG's to my opponent. Oh, I really like the new quest going on with Go Battle League with the game Battle Pass. Let me know if you guys like it. It's literally free dust. So in comes a Politoed lead. Politoed lead is pretty good for us. Politoed is going to be super spammy, so we are going to have to close combat and dip. Yeah, go right into my Skarmory, but unfortunately, we do CMP tie. Don't want my Hitmontop to go away quite yet. So I'm going to throw a farm up a bit more, go for a close combat, and then dip. But unfortunately, we do CMP tie again. I'm just going to let it go this time. I got shields down. I'm going to come with Skarmory. Skarmory's going to throw Brave Bird at the Raikou. This will do a lot of damage even though it's resisted. And then I'm going to come in with my Heracross. Heracross counters down without the Raikou getting off a move. And it comes to Meganium. Meganium is super bulky, but this is an attack-weighted Heracross. Close combat will be enough to take it out. And then in comes the Politoed banking a Weather Ball. I'm just going to shield and then close combat again. And that will take out the Politoed. Heracross attack weighted is OP, guys. Alright, so I did get a nice 4-1-5-0 during the first set. Alright, so hopping to the next match. Not a good lead. Hitmontop versus Skarmory is not the worst though, because Skarmory will be taking neutral damage, but I decided to switch into my Skarmory so I don't have to take so much damage. I brought out my opponent's Umbreon, which is really nice. It's going to be good for one of my fighters. So this is going to be a foul play here. I'm going to go for a Sky Attack here. Sky Attack will put it really close to KOing range. I'm going to be able to get to my Brave Bird, but my opponent gets his foul play right on the same time. I'm going to let go the Skarmory actually, come in with my Hitmontop, farm up the Umbreon. I could tank a Last Resort. Some Umbreons in this league are running Psychic, so you do have to be aware of that. Psychic would do quite a lot to the fighters, actually, more than Last Resort. I'm going to build back-to-back close combat here. Toss them both at the Skarmory. I do get the last shield on my opponent. This close combat would do quite a lot of damage, so I'm going to come in with Heracross, trying to snipe the Skarmory, but unfortunately he does switch out, which is fine. I'm going to close combat the Quagsire here. Quagsire gets to a charge move before I'm able to counter down. I'm just going to let this go. And I'm going to come in with my Hitmontop to counter down the Quagsire and then counter down the Skarmory for the win. The reason why I didn't really want to shield the Heracross is because it's going to be taking double super effective damage from the air slashes. So I feel like Hitmontop, even though it was lower HP, it would have survived. Also, it didn't have the close combat debuff like Heracross did. So I close combat the incoming Azu and then dip into my Skarmory. Azu gives my fighters trouble. So we need to make a joint effort to take down Azu, which is good. It's tough. So I'm going to shield this Ice Beam up. Ice Beam will put it close to KOing range with the residual bubbles. My opponent does get a bubble through. The game is lagging quite a lot here, which is unfortunate. I do win this game, surprisingly. I do remember from this stream. Unfortunately, my opponent does get a move off, which is going to be Crunch. That would have taken me out even though it was resisted. My opponent does get to a Play Rough. Ice Beam would have taken us out there anyway. I do counter down to Azu. There should be a Leaf Blade from the Blossom. I do resist it, so that's super nice. And it's really nice that Blossom doesn't have a poison typing, so this close combat will be doing neutral damage and be able to clutch our win here. Unfortunately, the game is super laggy. I do restart my phone. Fast forward a little bit. Here we go, next battle here. Yeah, unfortunately, for some reason, I felt like it overheated for a weird reason. You do see a Macargo lead. Macargo leads we do like. He does switch into Umbreon, so this guy is double weak to fighting. I am going to close combat here. And then dip into my Skarmory. Oh, it is a Psychic. Ah, that's not good. I should have shielded that. The thing is, with Macargo, Heracross is going to be taking super effective damage due to Macargo's Incinerates. So that's not going to be too great. I'm going to just Brave Bird, trying to take out the Umbreon here. And then I did undercharge a little bit to snipe. There's going to be uphill battle here, as you can see. 2 shield versus 1 shield Azu. Heracross is going to have to put in a lot of work. Good thing my Heracross is attack weighted, I guess. So it's going to chunk very little as each time I counter and throw these Rock Blast at the Azu. So I think I need 2 more Rock Blasts to take care of the Azu. I should be able to get it there. Over farm by 1. I'm gonna go close combat right away. 1 Rock Blast will kill the Azu, and then 1 close combat will kill the Macargo. Heracross takes the win. Heracross is MVP. GG's opponent. Hopping into my next battle here. Hitmontop into Skarmory, okay? So I played this out a little bit differently for some reason. I think I close combat and then dip into my own Skarmory. I do want to try to grab a shield. Unfortunately, we do CMP tie. That's the thing, when you get to close combat, your opponent will get to a Sky Attack, so you have to be aware of that. Sometimes they will immediately throw because they want CMP tie to happen. And then their Sky Attack will be enough to KO the Hitmontop from there and put a lot of pressure on the opponent. So Umbreon comes in. I'm gonna Sky Attack the Umbreon and then go for Brave Bird here. Brave Bird, I think, will KO the Umbreon from this range. No, it does not. But I'm able to Air Slash down, which is really nice. Unfortunately, my opponent is gonna be coming in with his Skarmory. I'm gonna Sky Attack right away. I do preserve the Skarmory just in case I need to Air Slash down a tad bit. I let go of the Hitmontop. I'm gonna keep my shield, of course. I decide to shield this up. I literally have to counter down now. I do sneak in the counter. Heracross is going to resist this Frenzy Plant. It still does quite a lot of damage, and I'm able to counter down my opponent with 2 shields up. GG's to my opponent, saving shields for Season 12. Alright, hopping into my next battle here. Hitmontop into Crobat. So this is where I got a little worried. Because Crobat is literally a core breaker for my... kind of like a core breaker for my team. It's just really hard. What I should have done there is stay in and try to get a Stone Edge off, get a shield on off of the Crobat. And then I should have been able to come in with Skarmory and then get kind of wall Crobat. The only thing that would hurt my Skarmory is a Shadow Ball. So this is gonna be a joint effort to take down the Crobat, just like a joint effort to take down the Azu. Gonna throw a Stone Edge here. Probably should have baited to double close combat there, maybe, but that's fine. I'm gonna shield this. I don't think a Rock Blast KOs from that range. No, he switch out immediately. Unfortunately, I have to close combat here and debuff myself, and I'm not gonna be able to get to my Rock Blast there. So GG's to my opponent. If I had farmed up 1 more counter before I close combat, maybe I would have gone to the close combat and then Rock Slide onto my opponent. Fortunately, I wasn't able to. That is all for my battles, guys. Hopefully you guys like this team. If you guys like this team, definitely check it out. Try to build it. Hitmontop is really good in Sylph as well. Heracross is pretty good now with all the move updates with it getting Rock Blast. It has Mega Horn as a nuke, close combat. Skarmory is always good. You guys should always have a Skarmory in Great League anyway. So you guys really have to beef up your counter Pokemon. Counter is such a good move. If you guys like this video, you guys know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and ding the notifications bell. And I will see you guys in the next video, trainers. Goodbye.